I became a scout on my 12th birthday, 1947.
In 1942.
Began in 1939.
1934.
As we were dating, he was interested in scouting, and so of course I was interested in just being with him.
On December the 7th, 1941, started hearing reports of Pearl Harbor being bombed. My scoutmaster was Johnny Fretwell. He was a great guy. Got drafted, and we were kind of left on our own to do what we could do. A lot of our time was spent in scrap metal drives.
We gathered up newspapers. We even collected grease from the kitchens. I don't think a boy living now would have any idea that grease would have any value.
He always insisted that we wear our scout uniforms so that people knew it was the Boy Scouts that were doing it. And I always felt good about that.
And we had to rely on each other in those days more than we do now.
Well, scouting was almost like today, but they lacked one thing today that we did a lot in 1944, and that's singing songs, scout songs.
That was kind of our entertainment.
I'm happy when I'm hiking, pack up on my back.
Down by the station early in the morning, see the little puffer billies all in a row.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles a day, tramp, tramp, tramp.
And we did that in unison, and it sounded great.
We went to scout camp. That was back in the days when you just loaded everything in the back of a truck and climbed in on top, and away you went.
It was an overwhelming experience because the boys that were already in the scout troop had been my heroes in the neighborhood. Those boys were why I wanted to be a Boy Scout.
We had on the menu chicken for Wednesday. How do you keep chicken from spoiling from Monday to Wednesday? You just feed it a little grain in the morning, and then you do what you got to do.
Listen, when it comes to food, you want to choose someone who knows how to do it. Remember Bill Wiscombe? Yeah. He could cook. Oh, yeah. Oh, he did a beautiful job, and we made him assistant scoutmaster immediately.
I've never been afraid to eat. I still do.
The friendship was probably the most important thing in all, and the feeling of I can accomplish something.
Yes, I was about 15 years old when I was up at the Tracy Wigwam. One day I was in the pool, and it looked like this young man didn't have legs. And I got up and went over to him and got acquainted with him. One night after he went on his 14-mile hike, he invited me to help him, and I helped him take off his artificial legs, and his stumps were bleeding. And I thought to myself, what a brave guy. And he said, you know, Herb, I want to pass my eagle as other boys do. I don't want to cut any corners. He later became an Eagle Scout. I learned that everyone is special. This young man taught me that.
I was a shy boy. To have the responsibility to organize meetings and to plan events helped me open my shell.
I decided that I couldn't change the world, but I can find one place where I can do something for one person each day.
You learn those responsibilities, and as you learn those responsibilities, it becomes part of your life.
This is a program that has the characteristics and teaches the characteristics I want my children to have.
I've received letters from people I've worked with in my profession that have commented on principles that I live because I learned in scouting. Those principles, sometimes we think we outgrow them, but we don't. They mean something: to be trustworthy, to be loyal, to be kind, courteous, helpful, friendly. All those things apply as much as a 79-year-old man as it did when I was 12 years old.